Hi. So, I wanted to try something a little bit different this time. I do want to talk a bit about science fiction, fantasy, and horror on my channel as well, because it's things I like and it's my channel. But I've been focusing a lot on the occult instead of my other interests. And I will probably continue to do that, but yeah, I wanted to talk about something horror related. I wanted to try to do a movie review. So yeah, I've been a bit nervous about doing that because everybody I know that do movie reviews, they have these amazing cameras and they can show images from the movies and so on and so forth and clip it together very well, and I can't. So I fear my review might suck, but at least I have something to talk about. So the movie I want to review are Last Sect. So yeah, this is I hadn't heard about it before, and I really love vampire movies. So when I saw this cheap on eBay, I just had to have it. So from the description on the back and the way the cover looks, it looks to be extremely cheesy and more in the veins of those the witchcraft movies and so on, which are very sexualized. And it really isn't. I actually was very positively surprised. It was an interesting movie. Is it a great movie? No. It is one of those movies that tide you through between the good ones. But I enjoyed watching it, and I probably will be watching it again, so I think that if you can find it cheap, then you will enjoy it. Now, what is this about? It is about a female journalist who is interviewing the owner of the latest internet dating phenomena. Basically, it's a huge internet dating site which caters mostly to women. Basically, the women can rate the men on their performance, on whatever or not they paid, and so on. And it has become hugely popular, and this journalist, we have her right there, is going to interview Anna, the owner. And at the same time, her cameraman is being completely sucked in by this vampire porn site. So yes, we do have sex in it, but that's only like little clips now and again. So et øyeblikk, jeg er ferdig her med et lite øyeblikk. That was just my hubby coming home. So yeah, well, he's getting very sucked into this vampire porn site that shows vampire-themed snuff movies. And yeah, that's the setup for it. Of course, there are real vampires involved, and a vampire hunter. Actually, a vampire hunter is sort of interesting because he is played by David Carradine, and he actually makes a pretty good Van Helsing. So yeah, it is basically a vampire cult running a dating service. That doesn't really spoil anything because that's what it is. So yeah, the good things about the movie is David Carradine as Van Helsing. He does an excellent job. So he does try to over-dramatize it a little bit, but all in all, I really like him. The other characters are not really very memorable, but they do the job. I I admit that a day after I'd watched the movie, I had forgotten half of their names. But yeah, this is an okay popcorn flick. It has an okay plot. The way the vampires work are sort of interesting. They have a few little quirks, and since I watched so many vampire movies, I really like those that makes little quirks out of it. There are a little bit of humor in the movie, which are welcome, but yeah, the sex is there, but it isn't in your face constantly. With some B movies, I feel that I could just as easily have just watched a porno. Now, I have nothing against porn, but I like that when I buy a movie for the story, I want story with a little bit of sex in it. And when I buy porn, I want sex with a little bit of story in it. And when that gets mixed up, then you usually have a problem. And you don't do that here. Yes, some of the characters are in sexy outfits, you have those snuff scenes with the vampires, but generally that's just a tiny part of the movie. So yeah, this DVD is made by Cutting Edge Films. To me, the picture quality was quite alright. It doesn't come with any extras that I know of that I can remember, so either they are not very memorable, or or what I suspect there isn't any. And yeah, this is an okay movie. I would give it 5 out of 10. It's not amazing, it's not bad, but it's definitely watchable and can be quite enjoyable, especially if you like vampire movies. That is my review of The Last Sect. Alright, have a great day and a great weekend.